Bonjour à tous, hello everyone, and welcome to Apprenons Ensemble. French for Beginners, Pronunciation, Lesson 9. French liaison, forbidden French liaison. Liaison française interdite. Certain French liaisons are forbidden. They are not and cannot be pronounced even in the most formal French. In these cases, you are making a glottal stop or break between the end of one word and the start of the next. Because grammatically, these words are not related enough to require a vocal link. You should never make a liaison in the following cases. Number 1. After a singular noun. Après un nom singulier. If a singular noun ends in a consonant that isn't usually pronounced, then no liaison after it. Examples: La brebis aime la paille. So here the S is not pronounced, but since it's a singular noun, so I can't make any liaison with the next word. Again, one more time. La brebis aime la paille. So no liaison between brebis and aime. Second example, le train arrive. Le train arrive. So here it's a singular noun ending with a silent letter. So then the next word starts with a vowel, but no liaison. So no liaison between train and arrive. One more time, let's read. Le train arrive. Second one, after a proper noun. Après un nom propre. This is an important rule. Never pronounce a liaison at the end of a proper noun. Examples: Nicolas est là. Nicolas est là. So no liaison between Nicolas and est. Second example: Robert a 15 ans. Robert a 15 ans. Okay? No liaison between Robert and a. Third one, after the conjunction et, which is nothing but and in English. Après la conjonction et. There is no liaison after the conjunction et. Examples: Il boit et il part. Il boit et il part. No liaison between it and il. Second one, le ballon est blanc et orange. Le ballon est blanc et orange. So no liaison between it and orange. Fourth one, before H aspiré. Avant H aspiré. Despite the name, the H aspiré is not aspirated or otherwise pronounced in French. The H acts like a consonant. It is distinct from the H muet in that it doesn't allow elisions or liaison. So, never liaisons before H aspiré. Examples: Les héros. Les héros. No liaison between les and héros. Un hamburger. Un hamburger. No liaison between un and hamburger. Fifth one, before numbers starting with a vowel. Avant les nombres commençant par une vowel. There is no liaison between numbers starting with a vowel. Example: tous les 11 du mois. Tous les 11 du mois. No liaison between les and 11. Sixth one, in plural forms of compound nouns. Au pluriel des noms composés. When pluralizing French compound nouns, you often wind up with an S sound right next to a vowel sound. You might assume that the extra S will be pronounced. You have been mistaken. This liaison is forbidden, so never pronounce the S. So example, so here we are talking about the S inside this compound noun. So there can be a liaison before, no problem. But inside, there should be no liaison. So, example, un arc-en-ciel. So, ici, here, there is a liaison. I'm pronouncing that liaison. Un arc-en-ciel. Okay? But des arcs-en-ciel. So, here, I'm not pronouncing the liaison between the S and the N here. That's what we are talking about. But before, there can be a liaison. So if you want to have, you should have a problem with what we call the mandatory liaison. Just check on the top right corner of this video. You will have a link to the video, to my video about the mandatory liaison. Okay, so let's pronounce again. Un arc-en-ciel. Un arc-en-ciel. Des arcs-en-ciel. Des arcs-en-ciel. Okay, so no liaison between arc and un. After interrogative adverbs and toujours. Après les adverbes interrogatifs et toujours. So after interrogative adverbs, comment, combien, quand, and the adverb toujours, never liaison. But here in this case we have an exception. So the exception is this expression. So here there will be a liaison between the T and the A. And this is the only expression starting with an interrogative adverb where we are going to have this liaison. Okay. So here we pronounce comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? Okay. So now let's look at the example where we can have the liaison. So comment est-elle? Comment est-elle? So here between the T and the A, no liaison. Okay. Combien en vois-tu? Combien en vois-tu? No liaison between the N and en. Quand aimes-tu étudier? Quand aimes-tu étudier? So no liaison between the D and AI. Toujours aimable. Toujours aimable. Okay. No liaison between the S and AI. 8.1. After inversion of subject and verb. Après inversion du sujet et du verbe. So there is no liaison between the verb and the subject after inversion. Examples. Parle-t-il espagnol? So here there will be no liaison. Okay. Parle-t-il espagnol? So we have that T that we are pronouncing is this T. But here there will be no liaison. Okay. Ont-elles mangé? Ont-elles mangé? Okay. No liaison in this case also. Vont-ils vivre en France? Vont-ils vivre en France? So no liaison also. Okay. So as a resume summary, we can say that forbidden liaisons is the fact of not pronouncing, not binding the last consonant of the first word to the vowel of the following word. Okay, so where can we have forbidden liaison? After a singular noun. Okay. Second point, after a proper noun. Third point, after the conjunction et. Fourth one, before H aspiré. Fifth one, before numbers starting with a vowel. Sixth one, in plural forms of compound nouns. Seventh one, after interrogative adverbs and toujours. So in this case we have an exception which is comment allez-vous? And finally 8.1, after inversion of subject and verb in the question formation. So this is it for this today's class. Thank you for watching and see you soon for another video. Merci, au revoir.